everyone, I'm King. Welcome back to King Spade channel. So we finally have the top 8 teams for the War of the Chosen Season 1 in ROX Global, and we are going to break down the quarterfinal matches. Now before we begin, quick disclaimer, most of the clips in this video are taken from OWC's YouTube channel, so credit to him. Since there's no official stream set up by the game, and with all matches happening at the same time, it was impossible to capture everything. But don't worry, I've got some of the key matches recorded and we will go through them together. Let's kick things off with the battle between Team Groot from Treasure Ship and Team Ghost Project from Isolate Island server. This is a best of 5 match, meaning the first team to take 3 wins will move forward. For the first match, Groot's lineup came in strong with Lord Knight, High Priest, Gypsy, Clown and Assassin Cross. If you have seen my previous video where I reviewed the top 4 lineups in WOC, you might have expected Groot to run a double priest setup, but instead they went for a more offensive strategy, focusing on physical damage through their Lord Knight, Gypsy and Assassin Cross. On the other hand, Ghost Project had a similar setup with Lord Knight, Gypsy and High Priest, but they added a champion and High Wizard to the mix. Now looking at this matchup, Groot's Clown was the real game changer. With the invulnerable Siegfried skill, magic damage was heavily reduced, which practically neutralized Ghost Project's High Wizard. That shifted the Wizard's role from damage dealer to crowd control. As for a champion, while the class can burst hard with speed spheres, it is often not the best fit for high-paced PvP, since it relies too much on landing that single high burst damage hit. The match kicked off with Groot charging straight in, while Ghost Project held their ground at the base, trying to bait opponents into the Wizard crowd control. But Groot proved to be unstoppable, targeting the High Priest first and taking him out quickly. Without healing support, the rest of Ghost Project crumbled almost instantly. In the second match, both teams stuck to the same lineups. Groot once again wasted no time, charging in aggressively. Ghost Project's Lord Knight tried to hold the line, but the High Wizard couldn't get enough control down, and just like before, Groot steamrolled through. The third match was no different, and Groot secured a clean 3-0 sweep, advancing to the semifinals in convincing fashion. But Ghost Project isn't out yet. They have been sent to the losers bracket, so they will have a shot at climbing back into the tournament. We have another Treasure Ship versus Isolate Island showdown, Uninstall versus Wolf Hunters. Uninstall's lineup featured Assassin Cross, High Priest, Gypsy, Creator and Stalker, while Wolf Hunters brought Assassin Cross, High Priest, 2 snipers and a Whitesmith. On the paper, this was a pure brawl, no defensive strategies, just raw offense. Basically, whichever team hit harder would likely take the win. Now, while snipers are strong in PvE, they don't quite shine in PvP. The Vulture's Eye skill actually reduces their damage when fighting up close, which puts them at a disadvantage in these fast-paced close-quarter battles. As expected, the match started with both teams clashing head-on in the middle of the arena. But here's the difference. Uninstall's entire damage lineup zeroed in on Wolf Hunter's High Priest. Assassin Cross blinked in with mirror image. Stalker applied pressure from afar, and Creator piled on damage. Meanwhile, their own High Priest stayed untouched and kept everyone alive. Once Wolf Hunter's Priest went down, the rest of the team collapsed quickly. This pattern continued across all 3 rounds, and Uninstall secured a decisive 3-0 win. Moving on, we had the same server battle between Golden Archers and 360, both representing Isolate Island. 360 went all in on damage with 2 snipers, 2 High Wizards and a Gypsy. No healer at all. Personally, I am not a big fan of snipers in PvP, and going in without a High Priest is a massive gamble. That said, surprisingly, 360 actually managed to hold out longer easier than expected, relying purely on health potions and good positioning. When the fight begins, Golden Archer's Lord Knight splits their targets. Big Mac focused on one of the High Wizards, Drasky, while Bubble chased down Kato, one of the snipers, with backup from Happy Meal, the team's Paladin. Zukido, the other sniper on 360, is free hitting for a while, but Golden Archers clearly knew who the weaker links are. They shut down Kato first, then turned their attention to Zukido, with Lord Knights and Paladin relentlessly pressing forward. 360's all-offense strategy just couldn't hold up, and they eventually fell 3-0. Finally, there is one more quarterfinal match between Ready Set Go and Dawn Pirates. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get clips for this one, but I can tell you both teams brought pretty balanced lineup. Each had a High Priest for healing, a High Wizard for crowd control, a Lord Knight for frontline pressure, and damage dealers in the form of Sniper and Gypsy. In the end, Dawn Pirates secured the win with a solid 3-0 sweep. And that wraps up the recap of the WOC Season 1 quarterfinals. The competition is heating up and things are only going to get more intense as we head into the semi-finals. Alright, that's it for this video. This time video shoutout goes to... Thank you for always supporting me and this channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And also don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next video. And as always, happy playing. Bye bye.